I want to take a few moments to talk about Facebook fan pages. How many out there have a Facebook fan page? Okay, just type into the text box a yes or a no. Okay? Alright, so it looks like about 50% of you have a Facebook fan page. If you don't have a Facebook fan page, you need to get one. It's very important. If someone out there is looking to join a martial arts school, they're going to investigate where they can. They like Facebook, they're used to Facebook, they're going to look on Facebook, and if you don't have a page, they might skip right on by your school. So you need to get one. Very, very important. Okay, out of those who have a Facebook fan page, how many of you are actually keeping it up to date, making introductory offers, and using it? Come on, be honest. Type in yes or no. Okay, so out of everybody here, only say 10-15% of you are actually using and keeping the Facebook page up to date. It's very important. It's a social world and you need to jump on board. Okay, so now I got a great way to do some free advertising with it. To start, what you need to do is on your fan page, create one if you don't have one. If you have one, once you do, have every one of your students hit that like button. Very important. So if a new person is looking at your Facebook fan page, they're going to look at how many likes. So the more likes, the better. So that's important. Okay? So now what you do is take an introductory offer. Use one that works very well for you. Create a post with that introductory offer and then share it. And then have every single one of your students share it. Okay? Very important, because now you're going to get hundreds of free impressions. So every friend of every student you have is going to see that introductory offer. Okay? Very, very important. It's free advertising, free impressions. You got to take it when you can get it. Okay, now another important thing is at the bottom of that offer, make sure you put in a link to your website. Okay? Because Google takes a lot of credibility for social media links. So if someone shares a link of a post that has your website, that's very good. Google looks at that and gives your school web page a lot of credibility. Okay, so credibility equals rank. So you need to do that. So if Google does see it, gives you a lot of clout. So now it'll help you either move up or keep you where you're at. So even if you're on the first page right towards the top, well, you still need to do stuff like this, because guess what? Your competitors are doing it and they're coming after your spot. So very important. Okay, so now are there any questions? Okay, just type it into the box. Okay. Okay. All right, George has a good question. George, where are you from? LA area? Okay. George from LA asked a good question. He says, what did I mean by if Google sees it? Well, there are billions of fan pages out there. I mean billions of pages, not all fan pages, but billions of pages out there, and Google doesn't look at every single page all the time. They look at a lot of them, so you still want that link on there, because when Google does see it, you will get a lot of clout, which I said before, clout, credibility equals rank. So it'll move you up. So very important. Now, let me do this. I got an idea. How many of you out there are martial arts group members? Okay, just type it in. Okay, quite a bit. Okay, so for those of you that are not martial arts group members, if you're looking for liability insurance, get martial arts group insurance. It's the best option you can have, so get that. But for those of you that are martial arts group members, I'm going to give you something special today. Okay? What I'll do is, if you, at the bottom of your introductory offer, you add a link to martial arts group, I will index and ping that site. So I'm not going to go into exact details how that works, but what I do is it sends it out to 3,000 different sites, forcing Google to look at that post, making it so your link gets credit for sure. So what I do is, if you put it on the bottom, martial arts group link, which nobody will even look at, they don't care, they're just going to look at the offer, by pinging it and indexing it to these thousands of sites, I'll give us both credibility. It helps both of us. It's a great win-win, and you need to take advantage of that, because normally that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because that's a lot of work. So I will do that for the martial arts group members. Okay? Alright, so that's enough about Facebook fan pages today. We got a lot more to talk about in this webinar, so we'll move on.